Hello and welcome back to Techtonica. In our last episode, we continued our work on the mall by setting up some inserters here, which is, that one's done. Yellows are done, the blues are not. The reds are a little over half, and the purples are a little ahead of those because I think those make a little faster than these. But we did that, and that left us with just one more thing we wanted to put in the mall, at least right now. We could do some of these other buildings, and I may do them eventually. I haven't decided yet, but the last thing we wanted to put in the mall is the accumulators, because we're going to need to build quite a few more of those. We also, though, shouldn't lose sight of some other things. The things like for these tasks and tips over there on the left side of the screen that I don't know that I can actually point at. But on the left side of the screen there, we have a handful of those things that we still need to make stuff for. So we're gonna have to do that, but we can do that as we, work on different things, work on whatever. So what I think I want to do is kind of quickly set up accumulators. They won't take too long. The electrical components is one machine, and then they get copper wire from one machine. The copper frames are another machine, and then the Kindle Vine comes in, and then the accumulators are one final machine. So 1, 2, 3, 4 assemblers should do us. And I'm going to need to pick up some more copper ingots soon. So I think we're going to set those up finally right over here on the end of this side of the bus. Then what I think I'm going to do is widen the bus a little bit with at least one more belt here. And that'll be the Shiverthorn extract. Because I decided I'm going to go ahead and put that on the bus. And the reason I did was for something. And I wish I could remember what that something was. But it was for something. I will quickly look it up here. But there was a... something takes it directly... yes. Mining charges take it directly. So if we wanted to end up putting mining charges on the bus, which I don't know if I will or not, then we're going to need to have those directly on the bus, or they have to get made before this goes onto the bus. So I think this is probably the better option. And then what we'll do is we'll just make that into the Shiverthorn coolant, which we need to make the conveyor belts. We'll just do that locally, and that'll be fine, I think. Locally, that is where we make the belts, which is over here. So we'll do that. We'll do that locally. Let's go ahead down here and put up some more of the foundation frames, floor frames, power floors. One of those words. This technically can go away. That. We don't need any of it anymore. And we need to have iron and copper going into... copper going in to make this, copper going in to make this. Iron going in to make these, and then those two plus Kindle Vine going in to make the accumulators. So... let's see. That means the copper wire will need to be, or could even be on this one. Or it could be like this. Ooh, crazy idea time, once again. What if I did electronics there, copper wire there, copper frames there? That doesn't fit the way that I want it to. Okay. Other crazy ideas. We really just need to have the copper frames next to the electronics. And so or next to the copper wire. No, next to the electronics, which is actually what the big problem is here, because this goes up and over. But what if we put the frames behind? That would work. So let's do maybe like... No, not those. Wrong button. Maybe like this. Having the electronics feeding in across like this. Put the copper frames behind like this. And then our box can go right in here. That's in alignment with the other boxes. It is. And I think that'll work. I was just to get Kindle Vine in here. Which we should be able to do. We could do it... We could just do it in front. That would be fine. We were going to do that before with the reds, so that would work out fine. And then I don't have to run any more belts except for curling this one around behind to get to there, which is kind of fun / nice / something. Let's see, electrical components here. And then you are copper wire, and you are copper frames. And then this one is accumulators. There they are. Couldn't see them for a minute. And then we can just curl this belt around this way. And actually, it can just go straight like that even. Right into it. You here. You can do this side, I suppose, and you can do right there. These need to go here. These go here. These go here. And then those go there. And I think that does it. So wait and see. Make sure that it works. And then once we have that started, we can block off the appropriate blocks here. Or actually, we could do that now. I picked up more of that stuff too. I think probably, again, just one stack might be enough. And I think I have a huge stack of them. No, I don't. I do have a huge stack of them in my inventory. So I think I may shove a good chunk of that stack into this box as well. Oops. Oh, I forgot the Kindle Vine. It's not going to work yet. I forgot the Kindle Vine. That one, right there. Fall down, please. Let's pull this along down, even though it might not need to be down here. Actually, let's keep going all the way down to like there. And I think what I'm going to do on the other side of this bus is the science. So the cores, and then also the stuff we need to open the doors up. The stuff there and the tasks and tips. I think that's a good idea. Maybe not. We'll find out. And then you can just go in right in there. I think that's fine. Why not? I need more of those. Let's go pick some up. We have them made now. I'm going to grab half of what's here and then half again. Because that's a lot. That is a lot. Wow, that's a lot. Yeah. There we go. And then this should start it up. Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff in there already. It does take a lot of electrical components and Kindle Vine extract, but honestly, we don't need a whole lot of these very fast. So I think having it just be the 1111 machine set up here is plenty. We could quibble over it, but I think it's plenty. I guess I could probably pick this up too. Oh no, we're still able to fill this one, I think. I don't think this one's done yet. Yeah, this one ain't done yet. It's still got a bunch over here to do. So we want to leave that set up because we want to feed more cores into it. We could even feed, I presume, the blue and the purple cores into the same core composer, but we'll know when we try it, I guess. Okay, you just need a bunch of that. Yeah, eventually this will be good to have stack inserters for, I suppose, because they will be able to input that a lot faster. And they should be able to grab like 1, 2, 3 right like that, I assume. Because they stack, and they do stacks of 3. I looked them up on Techtonica-calculator.com. Well, that's going, actually. Let's zoom down here, and let's run that Shiverthorn extract down the bus. Because we might as well, while we're standing around waiting, we might as well make something, do something accomplished, get something accomplished, do something worth accomplishing, something like that. I think I'm going to put this up next to the copper, perhaps. Yeah. And then this is going to have to go and turn right here. Which means that you need to go to there, turn, and then drop down. Like that. That means this is going to have to get changed. Like that. And that means that we can continue this along until we run out of belt. Nice. Belt is over here. No, that's floor frames. I need signs. We can make signs, can't we? Can we make signs? Maybe we can't make signs. I could use the colored lights once we have the lights. I should actually make some of these bubble lights too. Probably not in the mall. We could, but probably not. They don't take anything we don't have already getting made, so we could do them here. But not right now. But I'm thinking about the bubble lights because we could use them as like labeling the different places. But the different colored lights might help me for remembering which item is where, or I could just struggle to find them. Either one. About 6 of one, half dozen the other. Okay, so that can run all the way down here. Have we made at least one of these yet? We have 6. Okay, so I want to drop as many of these in there as I can fit, and I'll just keep what's left here, the 15 that are left. And that's a max of 50 there, so that'll just come to a stop. And that's fine, because those are the ones we picked up from the old place we were building them, so we don't really need more than that. Let's see, this is the inserters. This is the belt. Let's look at that Mark II belt recipe now. Shiverthorn coolant, copper components, and a bunch of these belts. But it's 8 to 10, so it's not super bad. The Shiverthorn coolant and the copper components. Copper components is just copper ingot, great. Shiverthorn coolant is the extract plus limestone. We need a belt for limestone then. And iron components, which are just iron. So we're going to have to run limestone on the bus too. I forgot about that. That means that this box is in my way, which means that I'm just going to take it down. That's fine. Limestone is here. We can just take this belt here, I think, and continue it this way to here. And then you can go there. Take these out once again. We can fix that well. Oops, that's backwards, though. Yeah, that's fine. Can I just do that? Yes, I can. And let's zip the limestone down here, too. I'm just going to run it the whole way. It's fine. We may end up using it for something else, or we may not, but why not? And just for also fun, I'm going to widen this just a little bit more, so I don't fall off like that. Let's go like there. Speaking of, where are we at with power? Oh yeah, we're not using hardly any of our power. Because a lot of things are paused right now. Okay, so these belts I want to make behind the Mark 1s, and I want to use different machines, I think. Yeah, I think so. So we need the mechanical components and the Mark 1 belt machine over here. And then we need to do one copper component machine and one Shiverthorn extract machine. And one iron component machine. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, perhaps. And I need to pick up some copper. I don't have anything really getting buffered into boxes right now. I did turn off even this buffer because there's 1,000 fuel in there, and I don't know that I'll ever even need it. So I didn't pick up anything that was buffered. The only buffers we have really are the stuff that's in the machines like that. How about iron? 282, that should be fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, was it? Who knows? Who knows? And so we'll just cut into this wall if we need more floor space here. Which I think we will. So I guess we probably should just do that. No, we better ease off on that a little bit. Still not a straight line, is it? No. There. Now I think it's a straight line. And then we might have to also clear some of this out up here. This will be a little bit of limestone for the pocket. Okay. Oh, that went a little bit deep. That's okay. Let's do a little bit of this. Then, let's see. You're starting about right here. Let's see what we need. Let's see. So we need to have the Mark II inserters and an output box, of course. I'm going to probably line this output box up like right there. That'll go from the Mark II inserter. Maybe here. Let's think.
You've got a good group of assemblers humming now, Breaker. But you'll need a lot more to keep up with where our tech is heading. Keep building.
Keep building. Okay, so Mark II assembler is going to get something from Mark I. And it's also going to get something from Shiverthorn Maker. Mark II belt. And then the copper thingies. So that'll have to be something like this. Maybe even something like that. It's not enough. What am I missing? One. You need the Shiverthorn things, but you need an iron input. Right. Okay. Maybe we can do that over here. I guess I should just close this off then, since I'm that close, right? Right. That's this one. Okay, so let's think about that for a minute. I might change that, actually, and do it like this. Like this. So if the Shiverthorn stuff came in here and stopped right there, that's the Shiverthorn extract. This will be the Shiverthorn coolant. It also needs limestone, though, so we'll need to bring in a second belt here. We can do that, of limestone. Nope, wrong button again. That can go here. Nope. Why is that being weird? That can go in like that. We'll need to bring iron in here, too. I have 3 spaces here. I could just do, like, an up and over situation, or come across the top of, and then drop down situation. Yeah, we could probably do something like that. So this will be iron parts, iron components, to go into there. Then those will go directly into here. We'll do the copper components here. We'll do the copper... No, we'll do the electrical components here. Means I'll have to bring iron in this way too. Can I do this better? Maybe. Possibly. And this has to be the other belt maker. So it can go into there as well. I could potentially back these up just to make them look a little less insane. That could probably work too. Wrong button again. There we are. And this one can go right here. You can be mechanical components. And you can be belt mark 1. So if I bring the copper down this way, it's going to have to kind of go through here, touch this machine, and then wrap around to touch this machine. The iron could come in over here somehow. What if you were different? What if... Oh, I did that differently than I intended. But it worked out well. What if this was this way instead? And then the iron components were... Oh, back here even. Right there. Iron components? Why is that being weird? I don't know what's going on with that selection thingy. And then this will be the Shiverthorn coolants. That's actually a little better, because I can then take the iron back this way and around to the other machine here as well. Not that one. This one. This one. I think that's better. I think it's better. I just need to probably make this just a little bit bigger. Just for my own something. Nope. There, please. Thank you. This one. There, please. Ah, dang it, I overheated it. Wasn't paying attention again. What happens when you don't pay attention, folks? Stay in school. Pay attention. You like 2 more. That's fine. Alright, so let's run these belts. That one, that actually can be over here then. We don't need that either. This can be here. Coming back to one of those 2 items, whether it's the limestone or the blue goo. It doesn't matter.
When I say conveyor, you say belts. Conveyor.
Belts.
Conveyor.
Belts.
Keep laying them down.
So stupid. Okay, so blue stuff and limestone stuff. Let's do this one here then. Up and over, like that, and then we can do this one in reverse. Just so they don't have to walk back and forth so many times. And then for the iron, I can just split it here. Almost. Q. Let's actually plan this up here. Or actually, it can just run straight through there, can't it? Yeah, I can just run straight through there. Forget it. Forget I said anything. Iron, go this way. Let's get up here in the air a little bit. This will come here, turn this way, and go around there to somewhere that I don't know yet. These, please do that. This, put these over here. This one can be right there. That goes this way then, and into there. This is copper. It's going to have to go into there. And I need a little bit more over here. We'll do that much. Belt this way. Do this. Actually, just keep going. That's fine. Ish. No, I want to turn this out. And then I want to do this. Because I want to input the copper right here. And I want to get the iron down to this one, right? It's this one. Yes. Right in here somewhere. And then I want to take the copper up and over to this one. Like that. You go there, you need to go here, and then you need to go there, and then you can finish up by going in there. And if I did it right, you're not getting your iron components. Did I do that one backwards? I did. Oopsie. That's what I did wrong. There we go. You may proceed to make the Schifferthorn coolant. You've got all the stuff you need but those. So I did do it right. I did what? 2 boxes of these? Yeah, so let's do, or 2 slots of these rather. Let's do 2 stacks of these too. Ooh, look at all that yummy, yummy limestone in my inventory. You thought I was going to say tummy, didn't you? Yep, we're good. So now we have faster belts, which means that I probably want to use those to replace some of the feeder belts in some of the bio-brick processing and the plant processing. Maybe. Or probably. I don't know when I want to do it, but probably. So we'll do that eventually, but for right now we can leave the mall to be a mall for right now. Just let it kind of run. I think what I'm going to end up doing is putting another floor up for later stuff anyway. So this will mostly be the mall stuff here, but I'm also going to do science on this one. So let's double check the science stuff. Those are here. This needs iron and copper, no big deal. This needs iron, copper, plant fiber, Schifferthorn extract, and limestone. So we'll definitely need to use all these mall components here to do this. So let's just go ahead and get those started. What's the rate here of production, by the way? You're going to make one every 1.5 seconds. You're going to make one every 8 seconds. But you need 3 inputs, or 3 of them input, rather. So 1.5 times 3 is 4.5. So this is almost twice as fast as this. And of course, I'm not taking into account the doubles, but it doesn't really matter because the math is the same in terms of how many you are producing, how many you need. It's just scaled up, right? Or is it? No, actually, it's not. Nope, I need to do the math better. This is going to produce 2 every 1.5 seconds in an assembler. Presumably that it produces double in the assembler. And so we are going to need... So we're going to get 6... we're going to get 3 every 2.25 seconds. So that means this is like 3 times faster than this, which is fine too. We could either make 2 of these, or we could just have a little bit of a buffer of these. And I think we'll start with the buffer option, and we'll go from there. So you're going to need to have 3 every 8 seconds. That's no problem. I think I'm actually going to put those on a belt when we do it, because reasons. Let's do some flooring here, just to get this kind of started. That was interesting. Okay. Oops. Oh, I see what happened. Those couldn't be placed because they were under the ground. So, yeah. Okay, so we're going to need to have, for these, 2 machines, one making mechanical components, 3 machines. One making copper wire, one making the thing itself. That's 3. And then these are going to need processor units and cooling systems, and I'm not going to build these to scale either, I don't think, unless it's by accident. So we're going to definitely want to have 1 assembler for the blue core itself. 4 processor units every 8 seconds. Maybe we should look at scale. This produces 1 every 4, 2 every 4, so 4 every 8 is perfect. So we need 1 for this. Yeah, we should probably look at scale for these since it's science. And then those are going to need to have 4 electrical components every 4 seconds, which this produces 2 every less than 2, or sorry, 6 every less than 2 seconds. So we need 1 machine for that. This might be better to do it this way. And then that needs copper wire. 3, well, not even that really. 2. These need 4 electrical components every 4 seconds, which is 2 crafts of this. Yeah. Okay, I think we're just going to do 1 copper wire machine. I think that'll be fine. I'm not doing the math, but I think that's fine. Actually, I wonder if the Techtonica calculator will do that the way that I want it to. I think it will, actually. Let's look at making the research core blue. And let's say that we want 1 assembler worth, which is 2.5 per minute. Oh, it's, yeah. It won't do partials. That's weird. Yeah. 1 assembler for the research core, 1 assembler for the copper wire for the purple cores, 1 assembler for the copper wire for the purple core, 1 assembler for the mechanical components for the purple core, and then the assembler, 1 assembler for the processor unit, 1 assembler for the electrical components for that, 1 assembler for the plant matter frames for that. And then 1 assembler for the cooling systems. I need some stuff. Copper? Iron. Iron. So much crap in my inventory now. How about you? Will you take some crap? Some crap? Okay. I forgot where I was. 1 assembler for cooling systems, and then they need, no, the cooling system first. They need mechanical components, and 1 will handle that. They also need the Shiverthorn coolant, of course, and 1 is more than enough for that, because this produces like crazy, I think. Yeah, 0.833 versus 6 seconds. So 1 of those. And then we need one for the iron components for them. And I think that'll do it. I think that'll do it. That's a big build, but that's the way that it goes. So let's do the purple core part first. We're gonna end those in a box, and then those will end up going on to a bus line of some kind, perhaps. Perhaps. Let's actually maybe plan for. Let's just do 2 more bus lines just to be safe here before we start building, and then from that I did 2 spaces before the box, or 3 before the machine. So let's do something like that also. So these are gonna need those 2 inputs, copper and mechanical components. So I think we'll do. I think we'll do something like this, and like this. We can put the mechanical components in front. Actually, what would be better then is perhaps doing this. And then the box could go... If I wanted the box in the same kind of place, then I would need to push this back a little bit further. Do I care as much about this box? No, I don't really care as much about this box, and I may not even use it. So I can put it here or something. I may use it just for a little buffer, but not a lot. Also, so if we brought the iron in here, all the way up to that point, that would serve for the mechanical components, and that's for the purple cores. And then we can bring copper in to make the copper wire and the mechanical components over here. Just for fun, let's back this up just a little bit more. This will be copper. Ooh, and it connects right to that one too. Look at that. And this will be iron. Right to there. Okay, and then these here and here. Those both go to there. This one goes here. That one goes there. And again, let's go ahead and block this off. We're just going to do 1 stack. I think they stack pretty high anyway. So that'll be fine enough, I guess. Missed one. Not exactly sure how I missed them, but I missed it. It's a weird number of cells in this box too. It's 8 by 7, so it's 56. It's a weird number to me, to my weird brain. It's a weird number. So the purple cores may go on this belt, and the blue cores may go on this belt. I'm not sure how I'm going to handle this yet, but we're making purple cores. That's the important part. So we're going to need a little bit more space here. I'm almost certain now because, well, we're only this far and we already have taken up that much space. So let's make a little more space, and we're gonna need some more power floor. All the way down here. Need 1 stack. I want to put at least a couple back here anyway, behind these cores, so we'll do that to start with. And this will probably go a little bit down there. Okay, so the blue cores, obviously they have their own assembler. That I think I want to do like, because we may have to mirror this later. So that I want to do like here-ish. Let's see, out there-ish. Yeah, there. And then that's got to have input to it. The purple cores, of course, plus the processors and the cooling systems. If we did one of those on the side, maybe even like that, The processors take what, and the cooling systems take what else? Let's go in here instead. Cooling systems have 1, 2, 3 machines as children. The processor units have 1, 2, 3 machines as children. Perfect. Processor units have a source of iron, copper, and plant fiber. These have a source of iron, copper, shiverthorn, and limestone. So maybe those are first then, because of that. So if you were... Actually, I wonder. If instead you were like this, and you were making the, these things, you've got to have iron input too. Well, we'll play with it for a minute. This one here could be the other, these, no, not those. These things, they need mechanical components input as well. You take in that and that directly. Those could be fed directly in, though. Iron components could be here. Mechanical components for these could be here. Iron components, mechanical components. Wow. And then we're going to need to expand again out back here, but we'll need to put in... That takes care of that. That takes care of that and that. We need to put in the processors then. Processors here. And they need to have these electronic components, electrical components, which are iron and copper wire. So that's one more machine fed into that. And then this has just one machine. What if I did that here? How much overproduction is the plant matter frames doing? Not a lot. 2.5 would be like 7.5 out of 10. So not enough. Not enough for my imagination, at least. Okay. Who is radically overproducing? Any of these? Now, the processor units is exactly 1-to-1. The purple cores is really the big overproduction. Cooling systems are 2.5 out of 3.3. Yeah, so no, I'm not going to bother with that then. But I think I will still put the those frames there. Make the plant matter fiber frames here. We can have the box be somewhere like here. And then we can bring the plant matter over top of the insert coming out here and then turn it into there. And I think that'll be fine. Because you don't have any direct bus inputs, no. So then you just need these electrical components, which then need a copper wire machine. You don't have any direct inputs. Electrical components could be... Well, I'm missing one machine. Of course I'm missing one machine. Because I counted this time. I got the many hands award for putting up 100 assemblers. This will be electrical components, and then you need copper wire fed into you. You need both iron and copper. You need iron, but not copper. I think I'm going to have to put this a little bit... Yeah, okay, we just need to make a little bit more edits here. A little bit more. $85, 82, 90. Cool down. That's good enough. Stop right there because of my light stick. Okay. frames. Oops, missed. Here. I think I'm going to put the copper wire machine oriented differently. Orient it like this. Copper wire. And if I did everything correctly, copper wire, you need copper, you need iron, 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 copper, copper, iron and copper wire. For there, iron goes in there then. And then nothing's direct fed into there, and that's the, yeah. I think that's all correct. Let's see. You are blue course. You're going to have something fed in from the bus for you directly. And then you're going to get your next input from processor units, which are here. Yep. Okay. This one. We'll do that way. Then this one is the plant matter frames, which go into there. And they get their supply from the bus. You also need electronics, which are this one. That goes here. And then you need copper wire, which comes from here. This is cooling systems, which is the other input here. So that'll go there. Cooling systems needs mechanical components and Shiverthorn coolant. Shiverthorn coolant is made here from 2 bus direct inputs. We'll do this one. And 1 input from here, which is the iron components. And then you also need the mechanical components, which are here, coming from this one. I think I did it, y'all. Okay, so copper or iron, which one first? I think iron first. We could even stack them, but iron comes in here first, like this. Actually, no, we won't stack them, because we're going to come around this way, and iron's got to go down to somewhere over here, right? Yeah, to this one. That. You don't need any of that? No. Okay, and then this is copper, and this is copper. So then the copper can come in. It could be stacked, I suppose. It's just not going to be able to be stacked straight from the bus. But that would be okay. You please, and then you please. This goes all the way back to iron. Actually, I could bring the copper in here. Because the copper can go, well, it's got to go above the iron here too. So you can stop right there for a minute. The copper could go right in here, like this. Or we could just stop right there even with it. That's got to go over the iron, so I'm not going to do it yet. Q, there we are. You need iron? Yes. So F1, there, and there. That'll give you your iron. A little iron in your diet. And this can go to here, turn, and then go there. And you need copper, and you need copper. And you need iron. Alright, so you're making electrical components. You're making copper wire. Good, good. That's done already. Yep. This has got the electrical components, but not these yet because we need to feed those items in. This is getting the wire right now. Okay. So you need limestone and the Shiverthorn essence. I'm going to give you some of this, what I have in my pocket, just for right now because I have a lot of that stuff in here and I don't want it. So you can have some of that. I don't even know that I want that other full stack, but you can at least have a partial. You're going in here, I think, right? Yeah. You're going in here, so we'll just do these kind of things here and here. Good. Good. There and there. It makes those. And then those go over here to make those. And then those go in here to make those. And then you need to have the processors, which should already have their electrical components here. They just need to have their plant matter to make their plant matter frames. And so we can do that right in here. Actually, no, I didn't want to do it that way, did I? Because I wanted to do this. And this is just in case we end up needing to double this for some reason. I'm going to do it like this. A little bit more bus here. And then that comes from all the way back there. And then you need one of these, I guess. And we don't need that one. Okay. Waiting on you. No, do I have any of this? I have some of this. Let's go ahead and get started. Just so that I can see it work. Great. You need 3 of those, so we gotta wait for one more cycle. There we go. Okay. And you need the purple cores. Right, so what I want to do here is a filter inserter. I'll put those into... Oh, that's not a filter. Got lucky on that one, didn't I? F7, not 7. And then those need to go onto this belt here. And that needs to be configured for purple cores. And then those will go into this machine right here. Like that. And again, we should only need 1 stack of these in a buffer, I would think. And yeah, I see them continuing on the belt. Every other one should be going into the assembly right now. Then once they get backed up, they'll be stacked in there properly. And the only reason I'm doing this is in case I need purple cores later for something else, including, but not only including, needing to have 2 of these assemblies here. I guess I could have saved a little bit of space, but it doesn't really matter. It's fine. Although those stairs will be in my way, but I can change them, I assume. No, actually I can't. Perfect. Perfect. Alright. Blue cores? Not yet. Just now. There we go. Okay, so now we have blue cores. We can feed those into a core composer. I'm going to try to feed them into this one that we have not completed yet. I think the way to start that is just to go test it. So let's grab those 2 and put down our box that we took up, because you can't direct feed them, annoyingly. We'll go right here. I guess you could with a long inserter. Yeah, we do longs. F8. There we are. Just for fun, we'll do this. And you can have those 2. Except that it needs... It told me what it needed. 5 cores to form a cluster. So we have to actually have 5 of them. You can have these 6, though. Have at it. And we'll have to wait for the next cycle. Then these will just get output again onto a belt that is feeding onto this other belt. To go to the core composer or to wherever it goes. Whatever we might need later. Including whatever the next color of core is. If there's a 3rd color, I don't know. I do know. There is not at this time in the game. There could be later, but there is not at this time. And that's courtesy of Techtonica-calculator.com. So that's from getting my data from there. You, not done yet. You are nearly there. Okay. So does this still show them in the base? No. Get in there. I didn't see it pop. It doesn't mean anything because they could be up above. They could be up above. We did get 6 credit though, so we should be good on that front. So let's go ahead and put these onto a belt and extend that belt down this way somewhere, which means we're going to need to extend this floor down a little bit more. I think I'm going to pull this all the way as well. And let's go all the way down to... We don't have that many floors. Oh, it's lying. Well, it's not lying, but it's not telling the truth either, I think. Let's do that many floors. I need some more belt. I'm going to need more belt. And then this needs to come out. Actually, I think I'm going to come out. No, let's come out here. That's fine. One more of these just for fun. I don't think I need it. I think I can just do it like this. Nope, I did need it. Okay, good. Then I will do from here. There. And then this one can go like this. And then we need purple output here. Again, same reason. Needs to be these. There you go. That should be more than fast enough because we're only making 2 every 8 seconds or whatever it is. So having... yeah, that's plenty. Push this down to the end. Fall off the edge. Actually, you can do that one too. There. 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 And there. And these need to go right through here. Like that. I have a couple of them living on the edge. Delete, delete, delete. Should just be fine with 1, I think, right? Or we could do this. And not have them living on the edge. We should do the same with this for now. 2. Those can go in here. I don't know if those stack to 250 or 500. They stack pretty high. I know that part. 500. So yeah, that's plenty to have in a buffer box, by all means. But that gets us a little beyond where we were when we started this whole project, which is good. Okay, so having done that, now I think we want to go work on some of these tasks and tips, but we're also at time for today. So this is a good place to stop because of that. And we have a lot more to do, of course. We still need to unlock those monorail tracks, which we should be able to do soonish. We're 14% of the way there, if that's what we want to do next. The rest of the stuff I think we can already make. Advanced circuits, those we don't have yet. Those we need to find. For door HA, which actually that's a door we don't care about opening, so may not care about that anyway. But we need to figure out how we get advanced circuits. I'm suspecting we have to scan a one of the chips on the ground. I'm suspecting. I don't know. But then we can also work on the stuff we need for the terminal. For that, we need Atlantum ore, and I was looking at how to get that, and so I think I have the answer on how to get that. So we'll work on that. also in very soon. And then finally, deciphering that next signal we need to use an assembler to craft and place an unknown number of water wheels. I'm assuming that means we actually do have to have the assembler craft them, which means we'll need to set up 1, 2, 3, 4 assemblers in order to do this. Let's get those made now so that I can remember it for later. In order to make these, oh, not those, these water wheels. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to make water wheels. We'll make those and get those placed, and we're probably just going to, again, place them down in the river underneath the base down here. Can I duck? Not manually, I don't think. Unless I forgot the key. I could have forgotten the key. Do I have a way to get down to the river anymore? I might have blocked myself off. I can get it over here or something, I think. Yeah, we can get it. I can always punch a hole in the floor someplace where we get through. But down here underneath the base where we have not any core composers built, why does that look weird? Why does that look weird? Oh, that's something punching through? Must be something punching through. Oh, there's one there. There's some there too. Okay, never mind then. I don't know what those are, but those are some things poking through from the above. So we could do, and I may change these now that we can build these. I may put those turbines back here so they're in a line. We can also put another row in here if I space this out correctly. Otherwise, we could shift things around to space them out correctly. To get the maximum number of stuff in here. But we'll get those placed, and that'll be good because we'll have more power that we can use then as well. And then we can work on some of the other things. So I think we'll leave this here, and in the next one we will do just all of that. Just all of that. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you all next time. Bye for now.